I was kind of on this story for a little bit before, right after Michigan lost to Ohio State. Michigan beat Ohio State. I was kind of right on this story. I thought Vrabel made a lot of sense, who, by the way, is a really, really good coach. I don't know what in the hell was the reason for the Titans to let go of a guy, Mike Vrabel, who makes no sense. Look at the Titans now. They're garbage. They're awful. Mike Vrabel was an elite coach for that Tennessee Titans team. Like, people don't remember, he had the Tennessee Titans as a 1 seed with Ryan Tannehill playing quarterback. He had them as a 1 seed. And I'm pretty sure 2 other pretty good teams with Ryan Tannehill playing quarterback. I know they had Derrick Henry. I know they had a decent defense. But that's still really, really good as a head coach. Now, it makes all the sense in the world for Vrabel to be Ohio State head coach. I mean, he went there. Alma mater. Something about alma maters, people love coaching for the alma mater, so it makes a ton of sense for Mike Vrabel to be the head coach of Ohio State. Now, the reason why I'm making this video, because today, I'm pretty sure it was today, maybe it was yesterday, it was recently. It could have been today, the recording, the day before watching this maybe, but Dan Orlovsky went on the Pat McAfee show and pretty much said that Mike Vrabel is spoken for next year on where he's going to coach, and where he wants to coach. And Pat McAfee and the boys pretty much all said, Ohio State, Ohio State, Ohio State. And Darren Orlovsky would not confirm it, but he would not deny it. And if anything, kind of was like, yeah, you might be right. Which is great for Mike Vrabel, but it's a little bit concerning for Ohio State, especially going into this college football playoff game. Tells me they're not really in the right headspace for this college football game. At least the people that are in charge of hiring their head coaches aren't in the right headspace. Because the reason why I didn't make this video, because Ohio State can win the national championship. They have a chance to make the national championship. And that would hopefully survive Ryan Day's job. But now you lose to Michigan 3 years in a row. That ends careers. That ends jobs. You will lose your job if you lose to your biggest rival for 3 years in a row. Look at Auburn, Alabama. Look at any rivalry in the country. If you lose to that team 3 years in a row, especially when one of those years you're supposed to be way better than that team, you're 10-1. They're 6-5. And you lose that game in embarrassing fashion. And then you lash out at the end of the game. You start a fight at the end of the game. Not great. I think Ryan Day's kind of lost it a little bit. And I think there's going to be Ohio State fans that are mad at me. Maybe nice to me because I think Vrabel makes sense. Mad at me for what I'm saying right now. But if Tennessee goes in there to Columbus and beats Ohio State, Ryan Day will not, and I repeat, will not be the head coach at Ohio State. I think that's very easy. I think that's very simple. I think that is very correct and true, the right statement to be making. And I don't even know if they do beat Tennessee, if they lose to Oregon, whether or not he still will be the head coach. I don't think he will be the head coach. Seems to me like they're already calling Mike Vrabel to be the head coach. And who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want Mike Vrabel to be your head coach of your football team? I don't know. Like, I would sign him up for the Giants tomorrow. I would sign him up if I was a Bears fan. I would sign him up for the Bears tomorrow. I think Mike Vrabel will be the next head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes after this year. I think Ryan Day will be let go. You just can't lose to Michigan 3 times in a row, especially this last year. It was terrible, horrible. And when he ultimately doesn't get to a national championship, he doesn't get to a college football semifinal, the decision of what Ohio State should do, it's going to be very, very simple and very, very easy. Ultimately, my name is Josh Wissy. If you like sports, I promise this is a channel for you, so click that subscribe button. It should be a little circle icon somewhere on the screen. Watch these videos that YouTube recommends and watch this playlist. It's all my college football videos that I've ever made this season. And I got Notre Dame, Indiana breakdown coming tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one. And then we'll have the rest of the games the day after. Right in line for, the games to come. We'll probably do the good bowl games as well. I'm assuming there's not that many great ones tomorrow.